Puneet I have a question here. Like we have a
Haji.
Long Beach here. We have a couple thousand people came from the border. They are friendly. They are doing it and inviting. This is 17, 16 years old. They looks like a 35 years old young people. So these kind of policies, I know you are talking about immigration. You have a issue in future also as a Republican. So please concentrate on whatever Democrat wrong doing wrong things. Please let me go that on that. Puniji.
Okay. First thing is, thank you, Baljinder for recognizing running for office. And that is true, Paji, that, some of our members of our community always say, go run for office, but koi run karta hai, it's very hard for us to get the support. I was thinking that when I decide to run, the 500,000 Sikhs who are in the United States will give me 25 to $50. And I advertise on the news, Just Punjabi and the other TV channels, but I didn't get a single dime. And and the reason is because they all believe that it is you're looking to promote yourself. But honestly, my inspiration came when in 84, when the Sikhs were killed in Delhi. I got into political press that time in India. And in 2000, when I was being very successful, in 2001, when Mr. Sodi was killed in Arizona after the September 11th incident, that's when I got into politics, especially in the Republican Party. And if you will see, in March 25th last year, there were Sikhs killed in Kabul. And we were making such a huge ki bhi Sikhan nu maar chhadya, eh ho gaya, oh ho gaya, kuch karo. But not a single Sikh was able to stand and do anything because we are not in the political position.
Yeah.
ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬੜੀ
Okay.
ਮਾਰਦੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਪੈਸੇ ਬੜੇ
Yeah.
ਕਮਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਵੱਡੀ ਵੱਡੀ
Yeah.
ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਔਰ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਚ 5-10 ਹਜ਼ਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਖਰਚ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ। ਪਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਕਲ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਉਠਾਣੀ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੌਤ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਮਿਰਗੀ ਦਾ ਦੌਰਾ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ।
Uh-huh.
ਉੱਥੇ ਕਾਬੁਲ ਚ ਸਿੱਖ ਮਰੇ ਪਏ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਕੀ। And I like trying to do something, but that's the reason why my inspiration came to run for office, because it is important for us to have a seat on the table. It is not a white issue, it's not a black issue, it's not a Hispanic issue, it's an American issue. That is very important. You see, agar kal ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਬੰਦਾ ਬਿਹਾਰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਬਹਿ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ, and ਉਹ ਬਿਹਾਰੀ, for example, and I have a lot of Biharis, I'm an honorary Bihari, so don't take it personally, ਉਹ ਪਹਿਲੇ 100 ਬੰਦਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ, ਫਿਰ 1000 ਬੰਦਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ, ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਬੜਾ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਚਲਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਐਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ। ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਚਤਰੋਲ ਪੈਣੇ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਚ ਆ ਕੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਆ ਕੇ ਤੂੰ ਬੜਾ ਚੌਧਰ ਬੰਦਾ, ਤੈਨੂੰ ਚਤਰੋਲ ਤੇ ਪੈਣਾ। We have to become Americans first. Why do we want to impose our values on the US values? There is only American values. Be part of that American values. And that means believing in the Constitution, fighting in those key issues that matter. Nobody stopped a Sikh wearing a pagdi. Nobody told us to not build a Gurdwara. Nobody has ever stopped that you cannot be in the NASA. It is inability of certain people who are unable to make it. In America is a land of opportunities. The opportunity is not guarantee a positive result. It is a result through hard work. It's the American privilege, which is open to anyone. So I don't want to say the white man is angry or the black man is angry. This way, it is you to write your own destiny. But I'll come to an important point also. We have to, as a community, be seen not as anybody taking any more from this great nation, but participating in every level. Chahe wo grassroots level hoye, bhave wo ki kehande hain, it's in the school system, US Senate, and I'm so thankful that Arunji ran for office, because each person who runs for office identifies that we are part and parcel of this great nation. And I'll tell you one more thing. This is important. Half the people do not know what the ideological difference between conservative and a liberal is. This country has moved towards socialism. The people who are illegal, Gary Saab, have more rights than the citizens do.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's the reason my biggest problem is that why are our taxpayers going to
Okay,
people
hold that.
who will
He's
not
coming
stand for
back.
Americans? Thank you,
Preeti,
Nick. Sorry, I
he
get
will
very
ask you a
passionate.
question. Arun and yourself, you are our guest here right now. Prashora ji, very short question.
First, coming into the politics and then coming as a Republican politician.
Okay.
Because being a Republican, you have the double burden, because unfortunately it seems that the Republican Party is at the defensive at the moment in all those issues which we are talking about.
Arun, I know he will not come back like this. Okay, Arun ji, Mumitra.
Guys, this country used to be a beacon of freedom for the rest of the world. But what is happening now is unfathomable. This country has become so divided. Borders used to mean imaginary lines that separate cities, states, and nations from each other. It seems these days the true borders in this country are race, gender, political affiliation, etc. This division is killing us figuratively and quite literally. So that's what's going on. But, people are educated, uneducated, semi-educated. They all have issues. And yes, us guys sitting over here, they're among the Asian crowd. Our per capita income is the highest. It's about 120. So a lot of people are looking at us with envy, and it happens. It happens in India. It happens everywhere. So we need to find a solution. Being on politics, being it is good, and everybody cannot get elected. And there's a lot of reasons why it's very difficult sometimes to get there. I was very fortunate to got 500,000 votes, but going forward, there's certain things which we can do on ourselves. There are two things which come to my mind. We could, it's getting closer and closer to home. You're right. A lot of us guys, we like to show off, being a Punjabi. And what I was thinking, we may have $5 in our pocket. We want to show that, we got $500. I don't take it personally, but that's the kind of thinking we have sometimes. So there are two things we can do. We can do something similar to the Black Lives Matter. We're Punjabis, we are freaking fighting class. We're not going to sit back and let people shoot us or do anything. We are going to stand up and fight and go down to the city council, assembly, and let our politicians know we Asians, especially Indians, are not going to sit back. So we need to get involved over there. The other thing I'm going to allude with Samraji brought up, seva. Our religion tells us, any of our Indian religions tell us, seva karo. So go into the food banks, go to churches, temples, get yourself known, see the good things you do. I go down in my neighborhood, I wear a yellow vest, I clean up the trash out over there. But that doesn't make me down. But people see this. I had issues with my neighbors. They would freaking plant eucalyptus, magnolia, pine trees to block my view. I had the best view in town. So, but slowly when they saw me doing this, getting involved, they changed. And this is just an idea. I'm not saying it depends upon your individual situation. So we should get involved locally in whatever we can so people recognize that we are good people out there.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm coming back again, Siddharth. I'm coming back again. Harpajan, very short question to Puneet ji. Maybe something you can issue, any smart, please. Short, very short.
Puneet, we welcome our Indian friends to come into politics and we have been supporting it. But people are scared of one thing that we have faced. Once that our Indian fellow is elected and becomes another politician and does not even care for the community, that is the problem where we have faced it already. We picked people from the street. They just say we are running for. We did all the way, stood with them. They were elected one time, they were okay.
God.
They got elected second time, you cannot even talk to them. So that's what
They don't
our
have a time.
community is
They are
very,
very
very
busy.
generous.
Okay, they are very busy. Let me, Puneet ji, answer for that.
That's why we like, no.
Achha,
First
go ahead,
of the character of that guy. No,
ahead.
listen to me first on.
Go ahead.
Paji, when we have made money, we have done everything. If you have tomorrow problem, where will you go? See, we need to be in the politics. Yes, we need to be in the politics. But when we have problem, where we will find you? That's what the community have faced with the community people. So that's what the confidence need to be there. But on the other hand, you are right too. First, let's try it. We will support anybody whoever comes, and we have been supporting.
Thank you.
Maybe you could not reach us, other people over here. But to me, if anybody from the community goes, community help them unconditionally. So you should have been getting that support or help too. I don't know why. How did you miss it?
Puneet ji, he has a complaint about that. We help a lot of politicians, even अपने own people too. Sometimes they never have a time to be talk to them back again. Okay, go ahead, Puneet ji.
Gary ji, you are so correct. Paji, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਸਹੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ. I will tell you point blank, I helped to raise Nikki Haley money. And when I asked her for my support, she has not responded back to me. I gave my wife and I gave her $8,000. I raised her $66,000. And you know, when I asked for her endorsement, I didn't get anything.
Beautiful.
And
Because
it's unfortunate. It
Yeah.
is unfortunate. But the fact of the matter is, Paji, I look at very clearly. Menu khada karan wala mera Vaheguru hai, my Almighty God. So if it is his decision for me to win and be the voice of the people, then it will be his will. But I give you my word today. Gary Paji has my cell number, and I'll share it with everyone.
I know you very well. 4 years now. Amrik ji, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. Sudarshan ji, very short question because we are over time now going on. Sudarshan ji, please. Kapoor ji, go ahead.
Now, what is the question, Ji?
Question ji, ਕੋਈ ਕਰੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕਿ hobby bring our
Yeah,
community
first of all-
together to be face it. What's the happening now?
Now, I do agree with one point of view that our people should get involved in politics, no doubt, but
Good.
we should also maintain high standards actually also. And we should be also, when we are in the politics, we should be also equally available to other communities also like that.
Good.
It is not just only that we are taking care of our own, but we have to learn how to really work with other ethnic groups like Hispanics, Blacks, Filipinos. Now, that is actually the key, how you really connect with others also. So I certainly agree that our presence should be there. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that Panichi will be very successful. He keeps on trying, and we wish him all the best in Virginia. And I hope that our brothers and sisters who are listening actually,
Yeah.
we should actually support, and I will certainly do the best I can. Actually, we do need people like you in politics, maintaining high standard. And there is one truth actually is there. Our success in economics or as well in other professions, Indians have become very much in the eyes of the people. There is a certain degree of jealousy that hey, these people, this is the truth in that
Okay.
some people do feel that we are actually, but the thing is the Indians work very hard. They
Okay.
work very hard and they teach their children actually also work very hard. Our children actually earn all the best prizes in the university or in schools, so they are on the top.
That's great. Okay.
And that's why actually we are known as a model community. Asians are known as a model community
Yeah.
actually.
They are making a $75,000 average. Okay. Amrik ji, very short, please. ਬੜਾ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਕਦੇ ਕਦੇ ਐ ਨਾ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਰੋ ਬਾਈਟ ਹੋਵੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਨਾ ਜਾਇਆ ਸੁਪਰ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਟਰੰਪ ਰਿਪਬਲਿਕਨ ਦੇ ਛੱਡ ਦੇਣ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ ਗੱਲ ਓਕੇ
no, it has nothing to do with the
Okay.
political party. It's
okay
nothing
go
to
ahead
do-
please
But
go
I
ahead
want to wish Puneet Ahluwalia well, and I hope that you succeed. It's very important to get into politics because that's how things change. You want to make a change, make a difference, then you got to get involved in the political process.
beautiful
And I wish you well, and I hope the people in your state support you. But I want to come back. I want to come back to you. If I remember correctly, our theme today was the Asian Americans hate crime.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you look at it, who is against them? Who is directing hate towards Asian Americans? Is it the Black people? Is it the Spanish people? Is it the Indian people? Who is it? It's none of those. It is a black and white issue. It's the white people who think they shouldn't be here. It's
Paji,
because they have been disenfranchised. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to go to get education and get a good job. They just want to sit back and feel, oh, that person has taken my
Okay.
job.
Uh,
I'm gonna shoot him.
let me say a few words there. White people also helping Joe Biden. They are helping also Trump, Republican Party. Both are making troublemakers. Both parties, I'm telling you. not politicians. I'm saying that.
There are a couple of things. One is that it is, as the speakers have said, that most of these shooters are white shooters, and it comes looks like that the conservative or the Republicans have a soft corner for that. Other thing I want to share with Puneet ji is that the law is not very clear about what is a racial attack, because we have found here in Fresno in the Central Valley there were 2-3 very clear-cut racial attacks where the people were murdered or killed just walking on the in the evening on the footpath, and being a Sikh, having a turban and beard, they were carrying that target on their back, and that is how they were hit and killed. And the community found it extremely hard to prove that it was a racial attack. The police was not doing the FIR as a racial attack, and it took a long time for the community and a lot of effort to prove, and the police then took it as a. So these are a couple of concerns which I want to show.
Okay, thank you. Arunji,
Yes, sir.
you are our area, California area, and Paniji in the Georgia area, and we are proud of
Virginia.
you. We are very happy
Virginia.
that you came here. Baljinder ji, can you later say something, Baljinder ji?
Well, I think I believe that although we all saying it's a white person who's doing it, but I think it's more than that. It is, the problem is that the mental problem with the people. And that's what I believe this kind of actions are taken by people who they are suffering from some anger or some other psychological problems. So that's what I was saying. They should be evaluated before get access to the weapons. Second, the weapons should be controlled with the traceable system so that at least we can reduce the access of those weapons to the people who are just easily get them. The rest of it, the racism is a human nature. I'm also racist. When I go to India, I see some people, my son tells me, Dad, you can't say that. Sometimes I make statement. So human nature has a racism built in it. But now we should focus on this issue of how these people are doing it, what we can do about it, but how we can control it.
And the guy who was defending it, and the other one he said, I'm not a racist. He said, yes, you may not be, but your mother may be. So it's very difficult to really to understand and establish what racism is.
Paneer ji, be little tight. They have to verify before giving anybody like that.
Paji, very good question. But I want to say first thing is thank you for all your wishes and blessings. But I've been in the party for the last 20 years, G. I have not faced racism. I'm a very sharp guy. If I didn't feel that there was racism or there was any way they would be doing it, I would not be part of the Republican Party. Is there competitiveness? Of course, competition is in any field. But I'll tell you one more important thing. I'm also running in a party which has also a lot of white people in South Virginia and Southwest Virginia, and I've not faced racism. I'm getting their support, very strong support. And also they know I'm a proud Sardar. I have not changed my religion. And I've given a video which says my Ahluwalia heritage is there. So I'm being very strong on that. In your question about people getting guns, Virji, the guns, whenever you go buy a gun, there is a background check. Whenever you buy, you are asked and demanded to give your background. So it is not that there's all this, that game is being played and not people's background check is being done. I do agree as a gun owner that I want to have commonsensical gun laws, but there has to be due process. That means you have to have a due process, because I know that if there is no due process, it's a slippery slope and it can really hurt only the immigrant and the minority community and also law-abiding citizens. At the same time, I also wanted to say, Pashora Sahab, to see insurrection de baare gal kiti, see that January 6th that happened, but you completely missed the entire summer, all the shenanigans the Antifa and the BLM were doing in DC, in Portland, Oregon, in Richmond. They burned the shops. Paji, in the first instance, when there is going to be a breakdown of law and order, the National Guard should have been called, which was not called. Paji, we are all hardworking people. We don't want to have our businesses looted or stolen or attacked. And I own the law and order on the Democratic leadership. When President Trump wanted to bring the National Guard, they did not allow them. because you lose, sitting president loses election on bad economy and law and order, or an unhappy war. So we
Beautiful.
can get into these different conversations. We all have our different ideological difference and experiences, but I truly believe that America needs a dialogue between two ideological differences. But the polarization comes when media plays chooses a winner and a loser. That's
Yeah,
unacceptable.
right.
So
Okay.
I'm very happy for this debate. I'm honored to be part of this eclectic group. And I look forward to having more robust conversations to see how we strengthen our Indian Americans, because I believe the onus is on us because we are one of the most successful communities. But at the same time, that also gives a big target on us. So let's win this
Puneet ji,
together. Haji Virji.
like I talked to you last year, 2 years back also, yesterday also, Puneet ji, you must have to make a network. Network
Virji.
means a membership side. Even I told KB Singh, I told a lot of people that Republican, Democratic also, but they are not doing it. You can make a membership like that, maybe $1. At least we can help you in California. We will help you Virginia, other places. Nobody has a time. I'm telling you. I'm trying last 15 years. This is my bad experience. Okay, Arun ji, same thing I talked to Bhumitra also. He has a lot of complaint. I know a lot of people, business people, they have a $80 million company here, but they are not giving. Very near to him also they live. I know. They never gave even $2,000. They gave $5,000 other guy. Okay,
Please.
Joe, go ahead, Joe ji.
ਅਰੁਣ ਜੀ
Anji.
ਇਹ ਆਲੂਵਾਲੀਆ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਜੀ
ਭਾਜੀ।
ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਰਨ ਕਰੋ reach out Southern California Sikh community, we will go all out.
Kya baat.
We would not,
Okay.
you know, I will go along with you and we can get the money
Yeah.
to run election.
Oh,
Okay.
God bless you.
It is, you
Sandhu
gotta
Paji.
make an effort to reach out people, but you know, you do your part and we will do our part.
Oh, beautiful. Harpajan.
Hanji, Puneet ji. So I think to run for the elections in our community, you can get a lot of support. But as Sandhu Saab said, you have to reach the people.
Haji.
And then there is always every site, the way you did from the maybe just Punjabi TV or other TV channels too. So you should be able to get a lot of support. Plus to come to these kind of discussions, conversation, it gives you more exposure. More people will know you. And as soon as you go for election, anybody, I have seen that Indian community is very generous. We people pay, we know even this guy is not going to make it, but we still support.
This is
And
our
our friends
mistake.
still support.
This is our mistake. Okay, you are
Yeah.
right, 100% Harpajan. Sudarshan Kapoor ji.
Even though it's mistakes, sometimes we make genuine mistakes.
Okay.
I know.
uh,
This is
Genuine
harder
mistake
to
means
do.
we know calculated mistakes.
Okay, Kapoor ji.
Anji.
25 seconds. Please help that.
No. I give my
That's
time
very
to
cool,
another
man.
brother.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
have a little time?
Amrik
It's
Sidhu.
very interesting.
Okay,
Okay,
Amrik Sidhu.
I want to commend Arun ji and Puneet ji. You're doing it the right way. You want to make change, you're doing it the democratic way. You want to get elected and affect change.
Beautiful.
Getting a gun and shooting the other people is not the right way to do it. That's what I think we should do. We should support our brethren, regardless of who they are. Choose a good leader to make sure that they work for the community, all communities. Getting involved into the politics is the right way to effect change in a democracy.
Beautiful. Amrik Sidhu.
Beautiful.
Just closing now, Peshora Singh ji, not go other way, please. Only this one.
I think there is a new there is a new dialogue now which is going on after the that incidents and the FedEx thing, that all the communities are getting united, all the people who have been affected, and it is a new era. And I think if you keep in touch what is going on and communicate it with your people, that will help you. And just hang in there and be a part of our conversation, and we will help you reaching out to the other people too.
Okay. Okay. I think everything fine there. Bajinder ji, close up cargo, please. Bajinder ji.
Well, okay. I think we should all try to work it together and raise some money. And then whoever is running, we can probably give some proportionately to all the candidates, because they're all at the end, when they win or not win, we get more visibility. The other communities will know us. And when we go around, we get our visibility that, we get known. So we need to get out into the public. Although we're all busy with our work, our business and everything, but we are not visible out there doing the voluntary work, participating in the mainstream, public. So in both sides, we need to take a little bit better role. So hopefully that we can help these candidates and we can have 2 more people in the Congress. So I wish them best. So until next time.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Puneet ji, let me final that. Now it is your duty to make a network. And Roon ji, also you do that, please.
Gary ji, can I say a few words if you don't mind?
Go ahead, ji. Go ahead, Puneet ji, please.
First thing is, Paji, I'm so honored and delighted to be part of this great group. I look forward to be invited back again. I did do proudamericanpac.com. I did start that first. Then I started puneetforlg.com. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਗਰ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਮੇਰੀ if you see my website puneetforlg.com, you will see the video messages I've done. And Arun ji, I extend a hand to you on anything I can do for you in Washington DC when you decide to run for office. I do advocacy. I understand how politics works in Washington DC because I'm a lobbyist also. So I will extend all what I can do, not only for yourself or any of your kids who want to be part of my campaign, so that they can learn how this game is played. क्योंकि ऐजर चक्कर भी है ना कोई समझांदा नहीं हैगा. You have to be very sharp and you have to know how you win this. And Vaiguru mere naal, I have great people working. Please check my website puneetforlg.com. And if you can tell friends and family to help and support and contribute, it'll be huge. It'll be a huge help. But I can tell you one thing. You call me and say, Puneet, tu eh awaaz nahi chakki. I promise you that I'll raise that voice.
Okay.
Because I believe that if I have been given this opportunity to run for office, it is Almighty's will to bring me to the stage to do this. And again, na kara, oh, meri badkismati hai, and I'm sorry that I will never let that happen. But I always want to be your voice.
Okay. Very good.
We need
Paji. Thank you.
Thank you. Puneet ji, let me close now. Arun ji, ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹਾਂਗੇ ਆਪਾਂ. Let me have it lunch together. I think मैं ਅਮਰੀਕ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਵਾਂਗਾ, ਜੋਤ ਸੰਧੂ ਤੇ ਬਲਜਿੰਦਰ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ. ਪਸ਼ੌਰਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਖਿਆ. Now the tape is gone. Don't worry about that. So, okay, Puneet ji, we will work together, honestly. And only network we will make it. This is my mission, networking. That we will work that. Jo Sandhu already promised. Jo Sandhu badi power हैगी है, बड़ा है बंदा और
power ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ, ਅਸੀਂ we go along with everybody.
अमरीक सिद्धू
Unity is more important than
we will work to.
Gary ji, when Puneet ji said I'm a lobbyist, this is my heart's delight. Our community don't have any lobby. Nobody's working for our community. So at least we discovered one. So
Aji, I got the Saragari Day done because I'm the only guy who got Saragari Day done in state of Virginia, because that is the only way I could show the valor and commitment of the Sikh community with the valor of veterans in this great nation. Because this is an Abrahamic religion and now we are from a different faith. The only thing that combines is our respect for people who laid down their life. And I'm the only one who did it single-handedly. I'll send it to Gary Paji. He can share it with you. My only goal is to apni qaum da naam ucha karna the and make you all proud. And that's the reason it's a proud American pack.
But I assure you, things have changed. Just like Sandhu Sahab said, Samra said, that now you have got introduced into the network. So things will work well when you're in a network, and we can pass the word and what we can do.
Honored.
Okay, Puneet ji.